Hi there, my name is Victoria T. I have an invisible disability, which is a mental illness, since I was 13 years old, but was officially in my late 20s with my diagnosis with a serious permanent disability that affects my school, work, volunteering, life, family, and friends. To manage my mental illness, I take daily medication at night before I sleep and participate in monthly psychotherapy as well as see my doctor at the hospital once every 3 months for maintenance of medication and talk therapy. My permanent disability is always present, prolonged, and I take 3 times the usual person to complete tasks. My disability affects all aspects of my life, including work, school, and relationships with family and friends. To manage my symptoms, I practice cognitive behavior therapy, meditation, and mindfulness, as well as support from medication. The medication really helps, and therapy through talking, mindfulness, and trauma support helps greatly. Although I struggle with day to day tasks, I try my best to complete the day happily with hope and perseverance. I graduated from University of Toronto St. George campus downtown for economics major, statistics minor, music history and culture minor in 2011. In high school in Canada, I was on an honor roll for secondary school, and in grade 12, I won the Flutes Music Improvement Award. So in my free time, I enjoy playing the flutes, and I also play the violin, as well as the piano, which is at the back. And I worked over 12 years in teaching as a registered early childhood educator and online English as a second language teacher. I was the lead teachers in managing the classrooms of children 12 years old or under with the 2 teaching assistants for the infant room, and the school age room was me and one of the other teaching assistants. And the school age room was for 6 years old to 12 years old, and in the school and childcare settings. For 2 years, I taught English as a second language with my Teaching English as a Second Language qualification TESOL to teach overseas adults online, teens, and children during the pandemic. And I worked with children from Canada as well as Asia. And I have my accelerated early childhood education diploma from Seneca College as well. And I'm registered in good standing with the College of Early Childhood Educators. I have a police vulnerable sector clearance check, and I'm certified in level C's first aid and CPR training for infants, children, and adults, which I've had to use in practice when I was an early childhood educator, helping first aid. I worked for 2 years at a financial services branch as a senior financial service representative with in person and over the phone line of credit sales and check cashing experience. I was also regularly the vault manager at my branch, managing the branch's cash, checks, and negotiables. And I have cash handling experience of the vaults and negotiables at 120,000 Canadian, and we were trained in the financial branch to walk in and out of the branch following security procedure. And I was sometimes alone to do the walk in, walk out. I currently now work in a Canadian insurance company through Line Connect's recruitment event held at OMER's headquarters in the November 2023. I worked in insurance customer relations as a customer relations specialist since May 7 of 2024. I am trained in dental insurance technical support, out of country dental, and positive enrollments as a customer relations specialist at the insurance company I work for. I'm looking forward to being medical trained as well. I have successfully completed our human resources management at the University of Toronto continuing education. In the mid-January of this year, 2025, I will start taking the compensation course for human resources until April 2025. I'm looking to complete the 9 course certificate program from U of T and getting my human resources license in Ontario. I will apply to human resources positions internally within my company at the insurance once I have been with my position as a customer relations specialist for 1 year, as is customary. I have applied to volunteer at the Royal Ontario Museum as a museum teacher. For 4 years, I have volunteered on the weekends with the ROM, the Royal Ontario Museum. For the past 3 years, I'm currently volunteering to be a letter writer correspondent for children overseas for children's charity that sponsors children's education. One of the correspondent children lost their financial sponsor, and I started financially supporting her 2 years ago, as well as keep writing to her. In my free time, I go to the gym and I swim. I also play the flutes, the violin, and the piano as a hobby. When I was a teacher, I took my instruments and I performed and taught the students flutes and violin and the piano. We also use percussion instruments as well, such as the orff percussion for young children under 12 years old. I taught music class for the recorders, the violin, the flute, and piano for the students at the summer camp and childcare in the school. For the Christmas concert, I conducted a choir of 90 school age children, that's three groups. I was in charge of one of the school age 30 groups of children. And then there were other two teachers who were in charge of the other two classes. The three classes combined, we had a small a cappella group as well. I led the carolers for conducting them, and I worked the percussion and bells for the concert as well. And I regularly played the flute and violin to my young learners when I was a teacher to help them appreciate music, and I taught them as well. I could make a difference through volunteering, life, and work, although I am permanently disabled. And we can do this too, and you can do this too. I aim to help those with disabilities through service as a relations specialist and in the future as in human resources. And when I dream the dream, you can dream your dream will come true too. And when you help others and make your dreams come true with the support of Lime Connect and your social network, thank you. Have a great day.